Man, let me tell y'all something. There's been a lot of great feuds that I've covered on this rap and wrestling channel, but this one right here in my top three. And this was the glue that kept the WWF and the WWE at the time, not WWF, intact. See, 96, man, let's be real. Nobody was really feeling that boyhood dream Shawn Michaels bullshit. It was this feud right here that kept the glue. The Undertaker and Mankind. And this guy here was probably the biggest threat Undertaker ever had. Nobody brought it to the Undertaker like Mankind, man. Going back to where this thing started. The night after WrestleMania 12, I remember watching this as a youngster. Undertaker, he had his match with Diesel. He survived that shit. Diesel really brought it to this nigga, man. Diesel really put the beats to him. 4 jackknives. And he had to wrestle the next night against Justin Bradshaw. So they were teasing Mankind's debuts. They were filming vignettes through the past couple weeks. And then he comes in out of nowhere and attacks The Undertaker. And there's two key points to where this thing was working. The visuals, the camera work. Mankind jumped off the top of the turnbuckle into The Undertaker on the floor. And then he did the mandible claw and The Undertaker was just spitting up. He was gasping. This is the weakest we ever seen The Undertaker look, yo. I was like, yo. This guy's going to be a problem for The Undertaker. And in the coming weeks, it was like a game of cat and mouse. He would get the best of The Undertaker. Undertaker would do a promo in the casket. Then Mankind would lock that shit and he would hit it with a pipe. I said, God damn. Undertaker don't got no answers for him. None of that spooky shit don't matter when it comes to Mankind. He bringing it to The Undertaker. So he beats The Undertaker too at the King of the Ring. This is great work. The Undertaker is making Mankind look legit. So I ordered that pay-per-view, man. I ordered that pay-per-view SummerSlam. I ain't want to see Shawn Michaels and Vader. I ain't really care about that boyhood dream bullshit. I wanted to see The Undertaker finally get his hands on Mankind and whoop his ass. So they had the Boiler Room match. The Boiler Room match was crazy. And this was at the time ECW was really taking off. And so they was incorporating extreme elements to compete with the times. And then you had the NWO shit taking off. So WWF was finding ways to pretty much incorporate more edginess into their content, into their matches. And this shit here was a straight crazy back and forth. They fought in the Boiler Room. They fought in the back. And I was thinking, this is it. Undertaker gonna beat this nigga. And then next thing you know, Paul Bearer turns on The Undertaker. I was shocked. That heel turn right there, I did not see coming. No lie. That was a shocker. And then he hits The Undertaker in the forehead with the urn and knocks him cold. I thought he died, bro. And then you had the Druids carry The Undertaker out. I was like, damn, they killed The Undertaker, man. How the fuck that happened? They killed The Undertaker. So I was thinking that feud was over with. I thought then The Undertaker done, yo. They done carried him out. So then The Undertaker returns. And they have the Buried Alive match. And I was like, yeah, Undertaker, get this motherfucker. Tired of Mankind. And he ends up winning the Buried Alive match. That Buried Alive match was crazy. I ordered that. I ordered these pay-per-views off the strength of seeing The Undertaker get his get back, get his leg back. Because Mankind was kicking his ass. So then Undertaker started burying the Mankind. Then this dude in a mask come through and knock The Undertaker out. And they bury The Undertaker. They had about the whole heel locker room bury him. I was like, God damn. Mankind just can't, he just keep going up on the score points. So this shit gets real personal, dude. He catches Paul Bearer and lights Paul Bearer's face on fire. When the Undertaker changed his whole, Undertaker knew for sure he had to change his whole shit. He's like, all right, man, I got the teardrop now. I got the all black attire. I got to go a different route. They looking at me as the purple Undertaker. That's from the new generation Undertaker. I got to come out with a different energy, which he did. And then next thing you know, he starts setting motherfuckers on fire. He start hanging people on crosses. Then he threw Mick Foley off the stage. He was like, yo, you know what? This got to end. So I'm going to throw him off the Hell in the Cell. And that was one of, if not the greatest WWE match ever. That changed the course of the Attitude Era right there. But that Undertaker-Foley feud, that was legendary in so many shapes and forms, because then you brought the indoctrination of Kane in there. Then you brought Paul Bearer in there. Just great storytelling all around. Only to find out the Undertaker was really the villain the whole damn while. He set the fire and burnt Kane the fuck up and all that stuff. I was like, damn. But let me know what you guys think, man. Subscribe, hit the like button, peace.